Hey guys, my name is Pierre from Can Am Spyder and welcome to the Spyder Shop.
Where'd you go? What'd you do late last night?
In this video, we're going to be installing one of these bad boys. It is the Baja Ron sway bar and, of course, the links that come with it. For the video purpose, it's going to be probably a little tedious. It is really, really warm. I'll be sweating midway through this video, not because I'm nervous, but because it's really humid outside. Even though I got the doors closed, I don't have air conditioning in the Spyder shop. So yeah, I'm going to concentrate on the installation in this video. For the benefits of a sway bar from Baja Ron, I'll cover that in another video. So 2014 and up RT series, this is how we're going to be installing it. Quite the challenge. I've been installing dozens of these in the last couple of weeks. They've been very good sellers, and the reason I'm doing the video now, well, they're going to be for sale on the web. Yep, you can now get the Baja Ron sway bars for your Can Am Spyder on www.canamspyderaccessories.com. So, you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Here we go, guys. Let's get this Baja Ron sway bar installed on this beautiful Can Am Spyder. One of the first things you should know is that you're going to need some clearance underneath your Can Am Spyder. So torsion bar is actually right where the wheels are, or just about, your two tires, front tires, and you need to get a clearance off the ground of about 22 inches. So you need to have the lift for that. If you don't have it, maybe put it up on I don't know, you call those candles, a little, you know, tripods that you can get your Spyder up and then lift it up again and again until you get that clearance. Otherwise, maybe get some ramps to help you if you can lay underneath that. But you definitely need at least 22 inches of clearance. I know you're going to be asking me about this, but that's for another video. At first glance, taking off the sway bar and replacing it may seem a little intimidating to do as a job, because you're going to have a lot of panels. You'll see, oh my God, am I going to get through this? But honestly, it's actually not that bad. It's just a little time, and you got to be meticulous about things. So just remember and take notes of what you're taking off and all that. And the good thing is that when you switch the sway bar, once you've put the other one back in, it's not like you can actually mess it up. It goes back where you took it out. So that part should be of give you confidence that you can't mess it up really that much. And I say this in a humble way. I'm the ordinary guy. I'm not a mechanician. I'm not a welder. I've been around bikes for 30 years. I have no pretension to be. So I'm a guy that's transferred a lot of good common sense to what I'm doing right now. Yes, okay, I'm a little bit manual with my hands and all that, but I don't have any trade skills. So everything I do it's got to be common sense to help me out. And I imagine a lot of you have got a lot of common sense, so you'll be okay. I don't want to be corny about this, but guys, safety above everything else. You're lifting up your Can Am Spyder, you're going to be laying underneath there for quite a while, so please be careful, take precaution. If there's two people in the shop or somebody within shouting distance, that would be really nice. All right, so we're going to start taking away some panels on the Can Am Spyder. Now, this is where it can get a little tedious, and it's going to be hard for me to get all the angles, all the screws in, but I'll try to cut down on the talking. Yeah, I'll actually try to cut down on the talking, like if that's possible, right? But, and show you, maybe point a little bit sometimes, maybe not verbally say it, but I'll try to point with my fingers to where the screws are so you can actually visualize where they are. So this is going to be, you know, I'll see as I go. I communicate which panels to take off and how to take them off, okay? Here we go. All right, so we're going to take off these panels on both sides here of your Can Am Spyder. Right-hand side and left-hand side is both going to be the same thing. So if you've never taken off this panel, they're only being held in by a big grommet. So that's like it's like this hole here, it's like a rubber and a pin that goes through it, and that's what holds it. It's in three places. So you have a pin right behind here. You have another one, see my fingers going through here, one behind there, and one at the bottom. So, and you also have a clip here, a plastic. If you feel that with your finger behind here, you've got like a little clip that goes like this, right, behind it, and it's going behind. So you got to be careful when you pull on that, not to get the plastic clip stuck there, so you break it off. So since it's on this side, we're going to work on the front side, and we're going to pull on this. Now, if your bike's got a couple of miles on it, all the dirt and the sand and everything else that gets stuck behind the garment, it's going to be a little sticky. So you may have to use a little bit of torque, okay? So we're going to go for the front a little bit. We got one out. I'm going to go for the bottom one on this side here. Now the trick is to get your fingers all the way behind. So if you pull on the plastic, you're not going to break it off because you're trying to get your fingers as close as possible to that pin. So when you pull, it's nice and solid over here. So let's try that. Here we go. And now I've got the top here, and see how I can move that up and down. So I can unclip the plastic part, and I'll use my thumb here. I'll lean against the bike, and with my fingers, I'll pull on the plastic here. So pushing on that, and it comes away. So see that? There's one here, the one that was on top, and the one at the bottom. Now when we put these back in here, the grommet, you can put a little bit of white grease to make sure you don't have that problem or issue the next time you take it out. The grill on the left-hand side, let me back up here just to show you a little bit so you get some perspective. All right, this one's going to be nice and easy. It's the easiest one to take off. All you have to do is lift a little bit upwards and towards the tire. Here we go. So lift it up. Just pull a little bit towards you, and that's it. A little more tricky on the right-hand side for the grill. We're going to have one push pin to take off right here. We got another one here. You see the hole for the grommet just above it? There's a little foam here. So just underneath the foam, you got another push pin right here. We're going to have two more to take off underneath, but let's start with these two right here. My tool of choice, since I don't have a push pin tool, there's actually some for sale. I've ordered some that'll be on sale on canamspyderaccessories.com very soon, and I'll use them at the Spyder Shop. But it's a little like crowbar looking screwdriver, and this helps a lot. A little trick to make sure we don't lose anything, so get yourself a little plastic ball. Everything that you have goes right in there, and at the end of the job, challenge is you don't want anything left in there. Straight away you can, to be able to take off this grill, we're going to need to go inside, so you can straight away start pushing. You're going to have to pull on the grill a little bit, push this plastic in there. You can even use a little crowbar. You want to try to get this plastic on the inside. So this is the way we're going to just push it in there. Here we go. We want the grill to be on the inside, so when we finish on the bottom, we'll be able to pull it out. This part is going to be a little harder for me. I've got to try to find a way to hold the camera and show you good angles as well. So as you can see, I'm laying on my back here. I'm underneath the Can Am Spyder. This one is taking a little bit of damage here on the skid plate. Yeah, and it's always interesting to see underneath the Can Am Spyder, as many of you probably don't get to see it very often. Let me turn around here. You can see my trusted pit bull lift there. That's, I got my light there to shine up, and you can see how it's holding up there. I'll actually be making a video about the pit bull lift very soon. So here we go. So now for the two other push pins that we need to take off. Now you see the tire is there, okay? So tire is here. We go to there. You need to take out this one and this one. And same thing on the other side. So we're going to be taking out this one, and where is it there? I got this one here and this one right here, okay? Taking off the grill on the right hand side, we're actually going to need to work on the inside and downwards first. So there's going to be a little bit of wiggling going on. So check out how I wiggle and try to do the same. See how I push that towards the inside, and now I'm going to go downwards to pull towards me. When I was going towards the inside, it was to get this part, see there's the grill there, and it was to push it inside because it's all around this square area. So we were looking to push it inside so we can pull it towards us. To take off these black plastics on each side, we actually had 4 points that we had to take off. You had 2 push pins on the bottom we've already taken care of. Now you have a push pin here, and you have a torque 30 screw right here, and this will take off this panel. Left hand side is exactly the same thing. So another push pin and another torque 30. Things are going well, so let's keep going. So we're going to be taking out the inner grill here, which is this one right here, and there are going to be 3 places where you need to go. So the first one is right here. This is a torque 30 right there. I'll put the flashlight in there, so bear with me here. Try to see that there, right at the back there. You see that? That's a 10 millimeter socket. Let me get my fingers. I'm talking about that one right there. So we need to take that out. And then after that, let me get my flashlight and go underneath here. All right, so this is one of the links to your sway bar right there. And it's this one right here that we take out. That plastic is being held by that. That's another torque 30. Here we go. As you know, to make a good installation video, you need at least 10 seconds, 5, of dancing, baby.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Repeat the same thing on the right hand side, and after that we'll get to the next step. I said there were 3 places where that grill was being held. There's actually 4. There's one that holds 4, count them, 4 plastic with the same bolt, and this is the tricky one. You're actually going to have to get a little ratchet, go on the inside, hold the bolt, unscrew it from the other side, and then you got a star washer to take out. If you don't know what a star washer is, you'll find out it's not very nice, not a nice washer. Yeah, you know, a lock washer is nice, a flat washer is nice. A star washer is not nice. We're gonna have to take it out, and we won't be reusing it. Let me show you. So we're working on the side of the bike here. We took out, well, the grill that we're trying to take out is here, and just behind this push pin here is going to be a junction where the 4 plastics are being held by 1 bolt. So remove this push pin on both sides, and then we get to the nasty stuff. For this part, you're going to need a little ratchet about this big here, and you're going to need that 10 millimeter socket, right? It needs to be small like this because we got a really small area to go, and you're going to need a drill. If you have an extension, it works well. It's just that we're going to be in tight with a plastic, and if you don't have the extension here, the drill is going to be too close to the plastic and it's going to be awkward. So if you have an extension and also a 10 millimeter at the end, so 2 10 millimeters, and these are the tools that we need. This is what we're going to try to do here. So see, we took out the push pin, and then right behind it, you see that bolt there? That's a 10 millimeter. This is where we're going to be putting the drill. And while I do this, Lydia is going to help me out here, and she's going to be holding the camera. But the drill is going to go behind the plastic here into that bolt. And now this is the tricky part. This is why you need that little socket wrench. I'm going to have to go. All right, so you see the hole that's there? We're going to go from underneath. Get this right. And we have to stick it out there. See that there? Like that? All right. So we have to go behind. You got to go behind here and go into that bolt, and see there? Hold it I can actually crank it, but if I don't hold it, it's gonna move that nut there. So you need to hold it with that ratchet and unscrew from the front. This is what we need to get done. Here we go. So the extension was for this actually, so you can pull a little bit on the plastic and then you're able to unscrew that bolt. Once you remove the screw, you got to be careful. That plastic, the grill we were trying to remove, Lydia, can you just show the plastic here? Pull away a little bit. Here we go. So we're trying to remove that, okay? So we've removed the nut on this side. Now the bolt is still being held here by the nasty star washer. Remember that star washer I was talking about? It's actually in the middle here and it's holding those 4 pieces together. So now here's the hard part. We're going to need to use that little crowbar screwdriver, go in there and remove that star washer. It's not going to be pretty, but we got to get it done. It is now time to pause and have a beverage. Oh, yeah. This is the junction where we have those 4 pieces that all meet up. You have one here, you have this plastic here, you have another one there, and then you got the metal plate behind it, and all of them are with that bolt. Let me try to show you. Oh, see, this is what you learn now. There was no star washer there. Well, if you're lucky and somebody didn't put it back when they put all this together, then you don't have a star washer. But usually you should have a star washer here in between. It's only like a little piece of metal that will be there, and you need to pry it with that little crowbar screwdriver. So the star washer would be here in between on this side. Here we go, on this side here, and you would push it to tear it off. But I don't have a star washer on this side. Will I be this lucky on the other side? Let me go check. As you can see, no star washer on this side either. My bolt is just coming right off. We can now remove the grill. Now, there's a little place here, right here at the bottom. If you can see my finger on the right-hand side there, my right hand. There's a little, like, rounded off around the sway bar. So this is what you have to try to get it off. And underneath here, all those 4s, plastic and metal are stuck together. So you just got to wiggle it out of there a little bit. Pull forward, pull down at the same time. I hope this works well. I got a new setup. I found an old Gorilla Grip, which is for tripods, put a camera on. Mine is kind of heavy, so I hope it works well. I'm going to be able to put it on the ground and really look upwards. Let's give it a try. We're going underneath the Spyder and we're going to be removing 2 little panels, and we got some push pins. So bring your screwdriver to remove the push pins. So this is the center of your Can Am Spyder right here, and we got a panel on each side that we need to remove. Now, for this one here, you're going to have 3 push pins. You got one here, right there. You got another one there, and you've got another one here. There was another anchorage point that was right here, but that one we already took out. That was torque 30 bit screw that we took out just before. So let's go ahead and do that one. You want to be careful when that panel comes down. It's not that it's heavy, but there'll be a lot of dust and debris probably up there, so you don't want that to fall in your eyes. If you've got safety glasses, that's the way to go. And we're also going to be doing on the other side. So we're going to do on this side and repeat on the other side. This is the first good look that we're getting at the sway bar now. So, well, the first thing that you'll be able to see that, that goes with the sway bar are these links right here. So you see that there? So those are the linkage. I'm trying to get, without getting you dizzy here, trying to get you, I'm lying on my back here and I got a camera in my hand. So this is the one we're going to be replacing here. So for this job here, removing that bolt and that bolt here, you're going to need two 13mm, whether it's a ratchet, it's a key. You know, the ratchet and key work well here, but for this one right up top, you don't have enough room usually to get a socket in there with a little ratchet, so you need a key. And if you got a key that has a ratchet on it, then that works wonders. I've equipped myself with some of those, and you'll see me when I undo these. So since we're already underneath the Spyder, I did bring my 13mm with me, and I'm going to undo these on both sides, and we're going to remove this linkage right here. So now we can see the sway bar. I can actually move it here. You see that here? And it's being held by the blocks that are here. And it's going all the way like this, all the way across here like that. And what we're going to need to do now is there's a screw going through that block there. See that screw there? It's there. And it's right here as well. So you can either do this from the bottom, from the top. I'm going to bring in my key here, and I'm going to hold it there. And I'm going to take my little electric screwdriver and I'm going to unscrew it here. And we need to take out the bolt this way, from there to here. And there'll be the nut on the other side. Be careful it doesn't fall on you there. And then we'll be able to pull on the plastic and remove those on both sides. So the little, here we go here. Let me bring my light. Okay, on the right hand side, we got the little plastic that's here. We got the bolt that is right there. And the bolt on the other side there, you can see there. So again, do it from the bottom and from the top. I'm at the bottom right, underneath the Can Am Spyder now, so I'll be doing it from this angle here. So now we need to remove the plastic block. So you can just wiggle a little bit on the bar and pull it towards the one side, and they're going to come right off. Once both sides have been removed, that bar is loose here. So you can push it towards this side, and then when it gets towards the middle here, you can actually pull it down towards you and out. Here it is. So you can congratulate yourself. You got half the project that's done. You've removed the old sway bar. Now it's time to put in the Baja Ron sway bar and the new links. Let's get it going, guys.